Have you ever wondered how some companies just seem to make their supply chains run so effortlessly? Well, a huge piece of that puzzle is integrating cloud accounting. In this explainer, we're going to dive into how connecting these two powerful systems creates a much more collaborative and efficient business. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll nail down what enhanced collaboration actually means here. Then, we'll look at how this integration totally changes the game for the finance, procurement, and logistics teams. And to wrap it up, we'll zoom out and see the huge impact this has on the whole organization. All right, let's get right into it. Before we can see the power of this integration, we all need to be on the same page about what we mean when we say enhanced collaboration. Really, what this all comes down to is breaking down the silos between departments. Traditionally, finance, procurement, and logistics each kind of lived in their own world, with their own data. This integration flips that script. It uses cloud accounting as the central nervous system, a single source of truth, so that everybody is looking at the exact same real-time information. And honestly, that alone is a total game changer for coordination. Okay, so we've got the big picture. Now let's zoom in and see how this really works in practice. First up, the finance team. This isn't just a small tweak for them. It fundamentally changes how they operate. So we all know what the finance team does, right? They're the ones keeping an eye on the company's financial health, managing budgets, tracking expenses, and putting together all those important reports. And here's where it gets really cool. Cloud accounting means finance can access critical data 24/7 from literally anywhere. Invoices aren't just sitting in a pile on someone's desk, they get processed in real time. But the most crucial part is this. Everyone, and I mean everyone from procurement to the CEO, is looking at the very same numbers. This isn't just about making things easier. It's about having genuine financial control and being able to make smart decisions in minutes, not days or weeks. All right, next let's talk about procurement. These are the folks on the front lines, buying all the stuff the company needs. Let's see how an integrated system makes their jobs so much smarter. So, in a nutshell, procurement's job is to buy everything the company needs to function. That could be raw materials to build a product, or even the software everyone uses in the office. With this integration, the procurement team basically gets a superpower: real-time visibility. They know exactly what's in stock at any given moment, so the guesswork is gone. This stops them from over-ordering and tying up cash, and it also helps avoid those painful stock shortages that can bring everything to a halt. On top of that, sharing sensitive payment info with vendors becomes way more secure and streamlined. The outcome is a purchasing process that's driven by actual data, leading to way better coordination with suppliers. Okay, time for the third piece of this puzzle: logistics. This is where the physical stuff, the boxes, the trucks, the warehouses, meets the digital world. Let's check out how connecting them on one platform makes everything run smoother. The logistics team is all about the movement of goods. They handle the transportation, they run the warehouses, and they make sure shipments get from point A to point B right on schedule. And this is where the magic really happens. Logistics can now track the cost of a shipment while it's actually in transit. So if a shipment gets delayed, they don't have to wait a month for some report to find out how much it cost them. They see the financial hit immediately. And because this data is shared, finance and procurement are always in the loop. The bottom line? By linking the physical movement of goods to live financial data, the logistics team can make smarter, more cost-effective calls right on the spot. So we've seen how this integration helps each individual team. But the real win is what happens when you put it all together. What's the grand total impact when these teams are finally moving in lockstep? The overall impact is just massive, and it kind of happens in 3 steps. First, that unified platform gets everyone speaking the same language. Second, that immediately streamlines all the workflows. Approvals happen way faster, and teams just coordinate better. And the final result of all that, you get this incredible holistic efficiency. The entire business just operates more smoothly, without all the old bottlenecks and miscommunications. So let's wrap this all up. When you step back and look at the whole picture, it becomes so clear why this kind of integration isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. For a modern business, it's a must-have. This table really sums it up perfectly. Finance gets that real-time financial control. Procurement gets complete visibility into their inventory and vendors. Logistics can track costs with pinpoint accuracy as they happen. And when you add all that up, the entire organization reaps the reward of smooth, system-wide coordination. Each part makes the whole stronger, and that creates a much more resilient and profitable company. And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. The power of this kind of real-time integrated data, it's not just limited to the supply chain. Think about it. What could this same level of connection and visibility do for other parts of a business, like HR or marketing or customer service? The possibilities are really exciting to consider. Thanks for watching.